Hello! Happy Saturday, Polly's Best for UK here, and welcome to today's Game of Day video. Now, it's probably pretty confident that I have covered Sonic the Hedgehog before, but yeah, Game of Day does do repeats. It does do covering the game again. So this is the Mega Drive version of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. It's gone into demo mode at the minute. But yeah, this is a very early game I played back in my lifetime. I think 35 years ago or something like that. I don't know what the actual time frame is. But yeah, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on the Sega Megadrive, Sega Genesis, as it's also known in different parts of the world. And yep, so let's have a look at Sega Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Let's have a look at the year that was made. 1991 says there, top bottom right hand of the screen. So let's do this for Game of Day for Mega Drive. Good way to start the Game of Day, isn't it? Right, okay, so yeah, as a reviewer standpoint, I'm gonna say what everyone has said in the past. It's pretty good, darn decent to be fair. Let's have a look at the parallax scrolling. We've got multi-layered parallax scrolling already. At least 3 layers there, maybe more. The music is very good on this game as well. It actually sounds better than other titles on the Mega Drive, which is quite weird because some of the other titles have much drastically bad sounding music. I wonder if there was some sort of two different sound processors in the Mega Drive. I don't remember the specs of the Mega Drive entirely. The game is very fast. I think it uses something what they used to call, or they still call, blast processing, which other systems didn't have. Don't think the Amiga had blast processing. I'm not sure the technicalities of it. I don't know if blast processing was exclusive to the Mega Drive. I don't even know what it is, to be honest, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. It's an icon in the industry. Obviously this is one of the very first time we ever saw Sonic the Hedgehog, so you're gonna see many multiple games, and it was quite bizarre that back in the day of this release, especially Nintendo and Sega were completely competitors. You can't spin on this version, by the way, either. You can't do the spinning move. That's what I was just trying to do, and you can't. If you hold down and keep repeating one of the buttons, you cannot spin. Yeah, that come into Sonic 2, I think, and later versions of Sonic 1 on different sort of packs or systems. So you can't do the spin move. If you hold down and keep tapping, it just jumps. That's one thing to mention if you're going to get the original game. So we got, like I said, we've got multi-layered parallax scrolling. I think back in the day, back in the 90s, this was known as the better graphics game compared to Nintendo's Super Mario. So yeah, the music's excellent on this game, especially for a very early Mega Drive title. I'll shut up a minute so you can listen. What are you for? So like I'm doing here, you have to run and do a big run up. You can't use that spin attack thing. That was found in later versions and later revisions of the game, like sort of on like more modern consoles. If you want to do the spin attack, you can't. You have to like sort of get a run up and roll more faster. So how good is Sonic 1? Ah, there's one thing I always learned about the Sonic games, especially the early titles. It's probably the same with modern titles. Always have one ring, at least one ring in your possession, and you cannot die apart from two things: falling down a chasm or falling into the spikes. See, if you've got at least if you've got at least one ring in your possession, you're good to go. So always the rings are very important in this game. You can use this as well, which is like a force field that will protect you. But having them rings, no matter how little or how much, is a good strategy for Sonic. So what do I think of Sonic 1? Has it aged well? Is it a good game? Is it a good way to start Game of Day in July? Absolutely, on all three counts. It's one of the best games ever created. To be honest with you, it's a really good side-scrolling platformer. It's got massive speed. It's seriously impressive for 1991, and yeah, it's gonna be a very high score for this one. So that's Sonic 1 on the Sega Megadrive. Yeah, I keep forgetting you can't do that spin attack, so I've got to do a run. What's that there? I've got to do a run up just to clear this circle. But yeah, that's Sonic 1 on the Sega Megadrive. Absolutely phenomenal game. And I don't think it's much of a surprise that I'm going to give this a massive 10 out of 10. Woohoo! So, yep. If you haven't played Sonic 1, where have you been? And if you're a Mega Drive or a Sega enthusiast, definitely where have you been? So this is Sonic 1 on the Mega Drive, 10 out of 10. I will shut up now so you can look at a bit more gameplay. And I'll fall into the spikes as soon as you want to look at the gameplay. I won't shut up just for this moment because we've got the boss. So you notice at the top, like I was saying earlier about the rings, yeah, when you lose them, just collect at least a couple and then you've got a better fighting chance. You can never die as long as you've got rings in your possession, because every time you're hit by a baddie you lose the rings, but as long as you collect them back you can't die. Apart from, like I said, the spikes and the holes, etc. But yep, there we go. Tell you what, I'll extend the video a little bit more. I just want to show you a brief glimpse of Marble Zone on the Mega Drive. On the Master System it was known as Bridge Zone, maybe because of technical limitations of the Master System. This is a very sort of loads of parallax scrolling and amazing music. Again, I'll shut up. So get at least one ring and you can always survive in the Sonic games. The rings are massively important for your survival on Sonic. Check out that effect where it sort of fills it in. It's not bad for such an old console, is it, to be fair? And such an old game as well, really well programmed. Look at them lanterns, sorry not lanterns, look at them fires in the background. It's just like parallax scrolling. It just adds to the atmosphere and the music. Absolutely phenomenal game. So yeah, that's me signing off for today's video. I'm very impressed with this, I always have been, and it's a massive 10 out of 10. So keep it polished, especially for UK if you want to see more Game of Day videos. Requests are always welcome. It can be hard to see all the comments, but I'll try and facilitate them. And yep, so thank you for watching. Have a pleasant Saturday evening, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Bit more with the game.